So today is a really exciting day for me today because today is the day I start down the road of becoming a hybrid athlete. Stick around. This is episode 0. Let's just get into it. Now, I think if you've watched some of my last videos, I think I owe, sit that down, and bring that up a little bit. But I think if you watch some of my last videos, I think I owe just a handful of you a little bit of an explanation. See, I did start about 3 weeks ago. I started down the 75 hard challenge, and I also started with the Go One More challenge. 75 hard being through Andy Frisella. It's a mental toughness challenge, and the Go One More challenge being through Nick Bare off of his, it's one of his programs in his app through the playbook. And I was super excited, super pumped, and I said I thought I was actually going to do it that time around, and it didn't really work out. And just for a moment before we get into my new plan, I want to explain exactly why. Okay, so I want to make this really short and sweet, but here's the deal. I started down the road of 75 hard. That was going great. Diet was on point. Everything was going well. And I also started down the road of that Go One More challenge with Nick Bare. And the problem was that, and it's a problem I have with a lot of what I do, and some of you might be able to relate, and here's just a little bit of a warning for some of you if you happen to be like me. The problem is that I dive everything into absolutely everything head first. I don't really think about it. I just go and do it, and when I do it, I tend to go all out. I'm not a less is more kind of person. I'm a more is better. Train harder, faster than the last time, Greg Doucette would say, but I'm all about doing the best possible I can and pushing the envelope as far as I can, and that is kind of where it fell apart for me. And when I say fell apart, I actually mean quite literally fell apart, and what fell apart was my body. The Go One More challenge, when you're doing that, a lot of Nick Bare's programs, and why I'm super excited to actually do some of his programs, they are hybrid athlete programs, and what that means is that you not only do, you don't not only spend a lot of time in the weight room, but you also spend a lot of time out running. And that's what I want to be. I know if I focus just on running or if I focus just on weightlifting, those are two totally different things. But I want to be as healthy as I can. So this whole hybrid athlete idea really appeals to me. So here's the thing about a lot of Nick Bare stuff is that you do a lot of running, but I'm not a runner. And again, what that means is that I haven't built up any sort of tolerance, and my body actually started to fall apart on me. I got about 2 weeks into the program. I was really feeling quite sore. My joints, my cardio is fine. I consider myself quite healthy, but my joints were really starting to hurt. And I went ahead and took 1 day off. Still went on a couple of walks to keep up with 75 hard because you have to do 2 workouts a day. But I went for walks, really tried to recoup a little bit. I was just so tired. And then the next day I went on a long run. And then ultimately what happened was the next day I woke up and decided, you know what, I got to get back on track with the program. I took a day off before my long run, so instead of actually taking a day off after my long run, which was part of the program, I skipped that day off and went right to the next day. All that to say, I literally kind of fell apart. My body just hurt too much. I could barely walk. I had to stop the program. Honestly, it kind of got me a little bit demotivated a little bit, and by hurt a little bit, it wasn't regular soreness. I really had trouble walking, and I was concerned that I had injured myself quite bad. And then add to that it was actually my birthday last weekend, and it was Halloween, and it was my mother's birthday, and all these things going on. I know those are all excuses, but here we are, here we sit. I am once again starting 75 hard. I'm doing the hybrid athlete challenge through Nick Bare. I'll put a link to that in the description down below. This is episode 0, and without further ado, I'm going to get ready, go on my run, take you along with me, get a few shots for you, and we'll wrap it up after my second workout, and I'll tell you how day 1 went. So this is episode 0 of me becoming a hybrid athlete. All right, so I am gonna hop in the car, get to the trail, and get my run in for the day. But I just wanted to point something out because we are in November here in New Brunswick, Canada, and it's starting to get a little bit cold. And it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I've got the day off to start this, but look at this right here. What's going on with that? It is 10 a.m. in the morning, and we've already got frost. A little bit cool, but we'll get warmed up on the run, and I'm going to chat about that warm up in a minute as soon as I get to the trail and get ready for my run. So I'm here at beautiful Clarny Lake, and I'm going to go for my run here very, very shortly. But one of the things I wanted to say, and I mentioned it before, is that the importance of warming up. Now, most days I'm not out here this late in the day. It's like 10:30 now. But I had the day off. There's this labor dispute going on that's closed the schools for a while, so I'm not actually teaching today. I'm a supply teacher. But the importance of warming up. Most days I start off at just about 4:45 in the morning. It's when I get out, so I don't actually warm up, and that might have been one of the biggest downfalls. So make sure you're properly warming up, even just 5 minutes. And I'll put a link to a couple of videos down in the description, just quick warm-ups that you can do for running, some lunges, some squats, even just an easy walk, but make sure you warm up. I think that may have been one of the reasons, one of my early downfalls into why I sort of failed with the running. So I just finished my run. Now I'm doing a walk. Now when you're doing 75 hard, it does say that you have to do 2 45-minute workouts. One of them has to be outside. And when I start this program on the hybridathlete with Nick Bear, I'm actually doing just 2 miles the first couple of days just to get into it. And what that means is that I'm short, because that takes me just around the 20-minute mark. So right now I'm going for a walk, a brisk pace, but a walk to fill in the other 25 minutes or so. And hopefully this might actually help with recovery, just helping out my joints. We'll see. But the run was great, pretty quick, 2 miles, not that much. Kind of hard to keep my heartbeat a little bit low. I think the cold weather is making me breathe a little bit harder. We'll see those early mornings coming up when I get back to work, whether I'm even able to breathe much at all. But easy pace, 2 miles, that's done. Now my walk, 25 minutes, then we're done with the outside workout. Gonna eat some lunch, got some work to do at home, and then we're gonna get my second workout in. Not sure if I'll be able to film any of that because it's at the gym and they're not huge fans of us filming, but if not, I'll be able to chat about it. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so that is the end of day 1. It is episode 0. I am doing the Go One More challenge. I started off the day, I knew I wanted to do some sort of program through Nick Bear. I got my run in, and then later on, when I got to doing the workout, I decided the current one, the Go One More version 2, is exactly down my alley. Looks super, super awesome, so I am super pumped. And just to get back, I'm taking this a little bit slow to start with, but I feel like I'm going to ramp it up pretty quick. But I have to hold off on that the best I can because I was super excited. Like I said earlier, maybe about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now, I started down the road of doing both 75 hard and the Go One More Challenge version 1. And I was super pumped. I was 2 weeks in. I got to run in the rain. I got super excited about it. And and this was the little clip I filmed with my phone.
Now, I am no runner, but after only just over a week with Go One More with Nick Bear, I'm embracing the suck and I am a believer. I used to use any sort of cardio just for maintenance to kind of control my weight. I feel completely different now. This has been awesome. Embrace the suck. Go One More.
And I'm going to be honest with you, it was great. I felt great. But then, like I said, my body started to fall apart. I think I got out way too quickly. So I'm really going to try to pay attention to what I'm doing. Now, today, actually, it worked out really well because I did just run that couple of miles, which was the beginner amount, the beginner mileage. And then I turned around and I walked an extra 3-4 kilometers just because I had to get that 45 minutes in for 75 hard. But it left me with, I think, a pretty good little recovery walk at the end of day 1 of the Go One More version 2 challenge. I'm super pumped. Hope I can bring you along for the ride. Hopefully you want to come along for the ride. My name is Matt. This channel is called What Matters to Matt, and I will see you in the next one.